Now we have our custom field group added, and that has now been associated with our case studies. Let's go ahead and select Add New Case Study. So now we can see that we've got our category here, which we set up as a taxonomy. We've got the featured image that we set up as a taxonomy, the title as a taxonomy, and the editor as a taxonomy. But now, as we come down, we can see that we've got these new fields to edit and put in. So case studies. So if we want to add a new case study, we have to put in a company, the website URL, the desktop image, mobile image, and the website brief. So the brief for this website build. So now, if you're familiar with working with WooCommerce and adding products or anything like that, you'll probably be familiar with seeing custom fields anyway, because adding stuff like your regular price, the barcodes, short descriptions, all of that we have when we add a new product, these are just basically custom fields that we can put in. So when we are displaying a product on a page, whether that is on a category page with multiple products or the actual product page itself, all of the different elements of that page is basically being dynamically injected from this custom post type, from the information that we put in. So all of this information that we now put in, when we come to build our our case studies template to display each of these case studies using, we can then determine the dynamic content that we want it to be displayed with. So we can then pull the correct company for the case study we're displaying, the correct website URL, the correct images, so that it is all within just that one case study. Now, again, this might sound confusing for now, but again, bear with me as we work through this, because again, you'll see how very easy it is, and again, just how powerful this can be. So let's go ahead and add a new case study now. So I'm just going to use a couple of my own websites. Let's say Better Life Design, which is one of my blogs. So Better Life Design, categories here, this is a blog, so I'm going to add a new blog now. Now, featured image, I have actually attached some images here. So if you wanted to go ahead, I'm actually going to sort these by name. If you wanted to go ahead and add and drag all of these images in, we're going to use these images for this. If you're working along with me, that is. Of course, you might have your own, but this is just to show you what it might look like. So this Better Life Design, that is this one here. This is the featured image. We also have the desktop and we also have the mobile. So for the featured image, I'm just going to use the featured image. I'm going to add that in there. Now here we could add in whatever we wanted. In fact, we could use this bit, the editor, as a place to put in the brief, right? Rather than having this website brief down here, we could have the brief here. But it just makes more sense to have website brief here, because if you've got multiple admins for your website, you might have, building this for a client where they've got a team of 10 or 20 people. Sometimes these custom fields down the bottom where we can actually say specifically what we need them to put in, it can actually make more sense and it's easier for them to follow along with. So we could just work with what we've got down here within the custom fields. So the company is Better Life Design. Or let's just say the company is called, although it's not registered as a company, Better Life Design Ltd. The website URL, now it does need to be with the HTTPS. So I'm going to just copy and paste the whole URL in. Come back and paste that in. So the desktop image, let's go ahead and select the desktop image. I'm going to select attach. The mobile image, I'm going to go ahead and select the mobile image. Now, in case you're wondering how I got that mobile image, I use a Chrome extension called, let's just show you what it is called. Let's say that I wanted to capture what this looks like, this website as it is. Of course, we can't photograph or screenshot this whole page. So what we can do is use this Chrome extension called Go Full Page. So by clicking that, is literally just taking a photo of this whole website and it's going to display what that looks like here. So really, really cool Chrome extension. All you have to do, Go Full Page, Chrome extension. I'm sure it will come up. There we go. First result. and you can then take a picture of that whole website. So this is what it looks like as a desktop. Now, of course, if you wanted to take it as a mobile, just make it a mobile size. So this is now mobile size. We can do the go full page again, go full page here, select that, and it's going to take an image of this page as a mobile. So again, that is how we can get our images for different web pages. So that's a pretty cool Chrome extension to use. So that is how I got these two images here. So let's just add them now. So website brief, let's say client asks us to build a modern dynamic website for their or website as their own personal blog. So something like that. We could say, you know, under the website brief, we could even give instructions to say, you know, keep your words to, you know, under 50 words or under 20 words. Please explain the brief or outline what the client asked us to achieve. You know, these are all different things that we can add into these custom fields. So I'm going to leave that as that. That is okay. We can see that all of those have been completed. Better Life Design has been added up there. In fact, I could call this betterlifedesign.com. I'm going to leave that like that. And once that is all done, I'm going to go ahead and publish that. So I'm going to select publish. Now, if we come along to post, publish and view post, let's see what this actually looks like now. So we can see at the minute, this case study post that we just added, just as if we was to add a page or a post or anything else, this case study post that we just added is just nothing is being displayed. And that is because we haven't built a template for this yet. So just like we build a template for our products, a template for our blogs, for our blog posts, templates for just about anything that we want to create a template with using Elementor, you know, we need to also create a template for this case study. So that is exactly what we're going to be doing in the next lesson, and I'll show you how we can pull all of this information that we've just put in down here and dynamically inject it onto our case study template file.